Are you finding it difficult to navigate life on your own as you grow older? If so, you're certainly not alone. Many people face similar challenges as they age, and it can sometimes feel overwhelming. But what if I told you that by avoiding just a few common mistakes, you could significantly enhance your well-being and happiness? No matter your age, in this video, we're going to reveal some crucial things you should steer clear of when living independently. These insights will equip you with the knowledge and tools you need to not merely survive, but truly thrive in your later years. Stay with us until the end, because we'll be covering essential topics like preventing isolation, maintaining your physical and mental health, creating a safe and supportive home environment, as well as staying financially organized and emotionally fulfilled. If you're ready to take control of your life and make the most of this new phase, you won't want to miss these transformative tips. These suggestions could truly change the way you approach independent living, making your golden years some of the most fulfilling of your life. Ready to embrace your independence and live your best life? Let's dive in. Before we start, if you haven't already, I recommend subscribing to the channel and turning on the notification bell so you never miss a video. Your support means so much to me. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and sharing it with others who might benefit. And if you resonate with the topic of today's video, leave a 1 in the comments. If not, please leave a 0 to help me improve and bring you even better content. Now, let's get started. Number 1, avoid complete isolation. As we grow older, one of the most heartbreaking challenges is the risk of slipping into complete isolation. The transition from a busy, bustling life to one of solitude can happen gradually, often without us even noticing. What once felt like peaceful alone time can slowly morph into a sense of profound loneliness. Days turn into weeks, and before you know it, the quiet that was once comforting now feels like an empty echo of the past. I've heard countless stories from older adults who, without intending to, found themselves disconnected from family, friends, and the social circles they once enjoyed. This isolation can sneak up on you, making it easy to lose touch with the people and activities that once brought joy and meaning to your life. The emotional toll is real, and the gradual decline in one's sense of purpose and well-being is something many people experience as they age. That's why it's so crucial to actively fight against this isolation. Taking small, deliberate actions to stay connected with others can make a world of difference. It doesn't require grand gestures or constant interaction, but it does take intention. For instance, joining a social group, even if it's online, or getting involved in a local community can work wonders. You might feel hesitant at first, but these connections can breathe new life into your daily routine. Consider something as simple as a weekly phone call with a friend or family member. Those conversations, filled with laughter and shared stories, can break up the monotony of your day and reignite a sense of warmth in your heart. I once heard about a woman who decided to volunteer at a local animal shelter just once a week. At first, she was uncertain and didn't know if she would fit in, but it soon became the highlight of her week. Not only did she develop a strong sense of purpose through her volunteer work, but she also formed unexpected, meaningful friendships. The people she met there, all with shared interests and passions, became a support network that filled her life with joy in ways she had never anticipated. So, don't wait until loneliness overwhelms you. Make a proactive choice to nurture your relationships and stay socially engaged. It doesn't have to be a daily commitment, but even small moments of connection, whether it's a chat with a neighbor or a friendly gathering at a local cafe, can revitalize your spirit and keep you feeling connected to the world around you. Remember, staying connected isn't just about avoiding loneliness. It's about embracing life with others, sharing experiences, and making lasting memories. These small moments of connection might seem fleeting, but they can have a profound impact on your emotional well-being and overall happiness. Number 2, prioritize your health and well-being. Living alone can sometimes create a false sense of security when it comes to managing your health. When you're by yourself, there's no one around to remind you to take care of yourself or nudge you to follow through with health routines. While it may feel like there's no immediate need to worry about your well-being, this can easily lead to neglecting vital self-care practices. Over time, this negligence can snowball into bigger problems, and especially as you age, this can become a dangerous habit to develop. When you live on your own, there's no one to gently remind you to take your medications, no one to insist that you make those doctor's appointments, or even to encourage you to get out of the house for some fresh air. It's easy to think, I'll do it tomorrow, but those tomorrows can easily turn into weeks. The longer you delay, the more likely it is that small health issues can worsen, and eventually, they may become difficult to reverse. A case that particularly stuck with me was about a gentleman who shared his regretful story in a health article. He used to postpone scheduling regular doctor visits, often thinking, I'll get around to it next week. But the weeks turned into months, and those small, manageable health issues he had started with soon turned into much more serious problems. His minor conditions escalated, and by the time he realized the gravity of the situation, it was too late to fix the damage. His advice struck me deeply: don't wait. It's crucial to take action immediately, rather than putting things off until it's too late. One simple but effective strategy is to set reminders on your phone, mark appointments on your calendar, or even make a note in a visible spot to keep yourself accountable. Taking this proactive approach is the best way to avoid neglecting your health. Incorporating small daily habits into your routine can be a game changer. For instance, you might take a short walk each day, letting the sunlight warm your skin and filling your lungs with fresh air. This simple activity can do wonders for both your physical and mental well-being. Another easy practice is doing some light stretching in the morning to get your body moving and set a positive tone for the day. Though these actions might seem insignificant in the moment, over time they add up to create a foundation of health and vitality. Consistent movement and mindful practices build resilience in your body, keeping it strong and energized. Similarly, taking time for your mental health is just as important. When you live alone, it's easy to overlook the emotional toll of solitude or stressful moments. Feelings of loneliness, anxiety, or sadness can creep in unexpectedly. It's vital not to bottle these emotions up. Reaching out to a friend, a family member, or even seeking professional counseling can provide immense relief and support. There is absolutely no shame in asking for help when you need it. Your emotional health is just as significant as your physical well-being, and it's essential to nurture both. Caring for yourself is not simply about ticking off items on a to-do list. It's an act of self-love and self-respect. It's an investment in your future and a way to honor your body and mind. When you take care of yourself, you're not only improving your own quality of life, but you're also showing the people around you that you value your health and happiness. After all, when you're healthy, you're able to fully engage in life, enjoy every moment, and experience joy without limitation. Health truly is the most valuable asset we have. It's worth guarding, nurturing, and cherishing every day. Number 3, don't ignore safety concerns. Living alone, especially as we age, can sometimes give us a false sense of invulnerability. We may feel that we've been managing just fine for years, so there's no need to be overly concerned. But the reality is, as we get older, safety should not only be a priority, it should be a daily practice. Ignoring potential safety hazards can put you at greater risk of accidents that could have serious consequences. It's easy to brush off thoughts about home security or physical safety, thinking to yourself, I've been living here for years and nothing has ever happened. But all it takes is one unfortunate incident for things to take a drastic turn. The key is to be proactive, taking small steps to prevent emergencies before they happen. Being prepared can make all the difference between a minor scare and a major crisis. I recently read a story that really made me reconsider my own safety habits. A woman in a senior living forum shared her experience of a fall she had in her kitchen. It wasn't life-threatening, but she was unable to reach her phone for help for hours. Imagine the helplessness and anxiety she must have felt in that moment. It was a wake-up call for her, and she made the decision to invest in a personal emergency response system, a device that would allow her to call for help at the press of a button. That small investment gave her peace of mind, knowing that she wasn't alone. Even if something happened, there are many simple, effective ways to improve the safety of your home. One of the easiest and most important steps is ensuring that your house is well lit. Poor lighting, especially in areas like stairways, hallways, and bathrooms, can lead to falls and serious injuries. Make sure you have sufficient lighting in these key areas, particularly at night. It might seem like a small change, but it can significantly reduce the risk of an accident that could affect your independence. Another crucial step is home security. While it might seem like an unnecessary expense, installing security cameras or ensuring you have a trusted neighbor or friend to check in with you regularly can provide a great sense of security. It's not about being paranoid. It's about knowing that you've taken the necessary steps to protect yourself and that help is available if you need it. This kind of safety measure allows you to feel secure and relaxed in your own home, enjoying your independence without fear or anxiety. These safety precautions aren't just practical, they are acts of love for yourself. They show that you care about your own well-being and want to make sure that you can enjoy life without unnecessary worry. The peace of mind you gain from knowing you're safe in your home is priceless. You've earned the right to feel secure, and these small investments in safety are an invaluable gift to yourself. Number 4, avoid developing unhealthy habits. Living alone can be a truly empowering experience, offering a sense of freedom that is often both liberating and exhilarating. However, this newfound independence also carries the potential for falling into unhealthy habits. When you're on your own, there's no one to hold you accountable. And without that external motivation, it's easy to let small things slide. What begins as something as innocent as skipping a meal occasionally or delaying a workout can gradually snowball into more detrimental behaviors. You might find yourself snacking mindlessly in front of the TV, indulging in comfort foods that provide temporary satisfaction, or even procrastinating on exercise because there's no one around to encourage you to get moving. The problem is not that you set out to develop these unhealthy patterns, but when no one is there to offer a gentle nudge or reminder. These habits quietly take hold and grow, often without us noticing. I remember reading a story about a woman who lost her spouse. After his death, she struggled to adjust to life alone, to cope with the loneliness. She began snacking frequently while watching TV. It seemed harmless at first, a small way to soothe the pain, but soon it became a routine. Without realizing it, she was using food as a way to fill the emotional void. As time passed, she found herself gaining weight, feeling sluggish, and experiencing a deep sense of disconnect from her body. Her mental and physical health began to deteriorate. But it took a while for her to fully grasp how far she had slipped into this unhealthy cycle. It wasn't until she felt fatigued, both emotionally and physically, that she recognized the need for change. That moment of realization was both startling and empowering for her. She knew that if she didn't take action, the consequences could be more severe in the long run. What really struck me about her story is how relatable it is for many of us. At times, when we're alone, it can feel easier to indulge in unhealthy behaviors. There's no one around to witness the late-night snack sessions or the skipped workouts. It's all too easy to convince ourselves that it's okay for one more day. But, just like her, we can fall into a cycle where we neglect our well-being. However, this woman made a conscious choice to break free from this pattern. She started by planning and preparing nutritious meals for herself, ensuring that they were not only healthy but also satisfying and enjoyable. These meals provided her with more structure and helped her reestablish a sense of control in her daily life. Her approach wasn't about following a strict diet or making drastic changes in a short period of time. Instead, she focused on small, sustainable shifts that allowed her to care for her body and mind without overwhelming herself. This is where setting small, achievable goals comes into play. You don't have to overhaul your entire routine overnight. Perhaps you begin by committing to cooking a healthy meal just a couple of times a week. Or maybe you start by taking a brief walk each day. It doesn't need to be a grand gesture. What matters is that you're actively making choices that prioritize your health. You might also try a new hobby or activity that keeps you moving, something that you genuinely enjoy, such as dancing, yoga, or gardening. These small steps can bring significant positive changes without making you feel deprived or overburdened. The key here is to remember that perfection is not the goal. Life is about finding balance, and that means acknowledging that your health is a precious asset. You deserve to treat yourself with the same love and care that you would offer a close friend or family member. It's not about denying yourself indulgence, but rather about finding ways to nurture your body and spirit in a way that helps you feel your best. The ultimate goal is to give yourself the gift of a healthy, vibrant life, one where you're energized, happy, and connected with your true self. So, take a moment to pause and reflect. Are the choices you're making today the ones that will lead to a happier, healthier version of yourself in the future? If not, now is the perfect time to start making those small, yet meaningful changes that can lead to a profound improvement in your well-being. Remember, you're worth the effort, and every positive step you take brings you closer to the life you deserve. Number 5, avoid letting your home become a burden. A large, beautiful house can be a cherished symbol of all the memories and milestones you've experienced over the years. It's where laughter echoed through the halls, where your children grew up, and where countless unforgettable moments were shared. However, as time passes and life changes, especially when you find yourself living alone or with fewer people, the home that once felt full of life can start to feel more like a heavy weight than a cherished haven. The maintenance demands of a big house can become not just physically draining, but emotionally overwhelming as well, turning what should be a place of comfort into a source of constant stress. I remember reading a poignant story shared by a woman on an online forum. After her children left home, she found herself facing the daunting task of maintaining a house that had once been the heart of a bustling family. For years, she kept up with the endless chores, cleaning, repairs, lawn care, feeling an almost unshakable sense of guilt whenever she entertained the idea of downsizing. The house held so many memories, and she feared that by moving to a smaller space, she would somehow be betraying the precious moments tied to the place. The memories of birthday parties, family gatherings, and shared holidays felt too valuable to leave behind. But as time passed, the physical and emotional exhaustion of maintaining a house that was no longer suited to her needs began to take its toll. The turning point came when the weight of all that responsibility became unbearable. She realized that she was spending all of her energy keeping up with the house, scrubbing floors, fixing leaks, mowing the lawn, at the expense of her well-being and happiness. It dawned on her that she was no longer able to enjoy the space she once loved because she was constantly battling to maintain it. That's when she finally made the difficult decision to downsize. While it wasn't an easy choice, it turned out to be a life-changing one. The smaller home she moved into was far easier to manage. And in a surprising twist, it offered her a newfound sense of freedom. No longer did she have to spend every weekend doing repairs or worrying about the yard. She could now focus on what truly mattered, living with ease, enjoying her hobbies, and embracing the simple joys of life without the looming stress of home maintenance. In her smaller, more manageable space, she found peace and a renewed sense of purpose. Her story resonated with me deeply because it's a common experience for many people, holding on to a home for sentimental reasons, not fully realizing the emotional toll it's taking on them. We often fail to ask ourselves the important question, asterisk, is my home serving me? Or am I serving my home? Asterisk for some. Downsizing may not feel like the right choice. If you find that staying in your current home still feels fulfilling and meaningful, there's absolutely no shame in that. But it's essential to take a step back and evaluate how much space you truly need and, more importantly, how much space you can comfortably manage, especially if maintaining a larger home is draining your energy. It's important to acknowledge that there's no shame in asking for help either. If the upkeep of your home feels overwhelming, consider outsourcing some of the responsibilities. Hiring someone to handle yard work, clean the house, or take care of repairs can significantly ease the burden, allowing you to focus on enjoying your life rather than stressing over every little task. Your home should be your sanctuary, not a constant source of exhaustion and anxiety. It's meant to be a space where you can relax, recharge, and enjoy the things that bring you joy, not a place where you're constantly bogged down by the never-ending list of chores. So, don't let your home become a burden. Whether that means downsizing to a more manageable space or simply asking for help with maintenance, make the choice that enables you to live more freely and fully. You deserve to live in a home that nurtures your spirit, not one that drains it. Take the time to create a space that supports your well-being and brings you peace. After all, a home should be a place where you can feel at ease, rest, and rejuvenate, not a source of constant worry. Number 6, avoid losing your sense of purpose. One of the greatest challenges that can arise from living alone, particularly after a significant life change such as retirement or the loss of a partner, is the subtle yet powerful feeling of losing your sense of purpose. It's a quiet, almost insidious struggle, the kind that slowly eats away at your inner drive and energy. You might begin to notice that your days start to blend together in a monotonous haze, with each one feeling more or less like the last, without the structure or shared experiences of a partner or colleagues. It can be easy to feel like there's no clear direction ahead and no reason to get out of bed in the morning. I've come across countless stories on various online forums where older adults share these very sentiments, feeling adrift, unsure of how to fill their days, and longing for something that sparks a sense of fulfillment. They describe the growing sense of time slipping away without any meaningful activity to anchor it. But here's an essential truth. Your life is still immensely valuable, no matter what stage you're in or what you've experienced. You might not be aware of it, but there is always something new waiting to be discovered, something meaningful to do, and, most importantly, so much more to give. Living alone doesn't equate to living without purpose. In fact, this phase of life might be the ideal time to rediscover passions or parts of yourself that have long been dormant. Take a moment to think about the things you've always wanted to try but never had the time or the circumstances to pursue. Perhaps you've always dreamed of picking up a paintbrush and exploring the world of art. You may have felt drawn to the soothing, grounding act of gardening, yet never had the space or the freedom to cultivate your own little sanctuary. These are not mere hobbies. They are opportunities to reignite creativity, purpose, and joy in your life. It's never too late to start something new. Maybe learning a new language has always intrigued you. Or perhaps you've wanted to delve deeper into history, science, or even philosophy. These pursuits are not simply ways to pass the time. They are ways to keep your mind sharp and engaged, to challenge yourself in new and rewarding ways. Whether it's through learning, creating, or exploring new interests, you are constantly opening the door to growth and transformation. In addition to exploring your personal interests, don't underestimate the profound impact of giving back to others. Volunteering is a powerful, life-affirming way to restore a sense of purpose and meaning in your life. I once heard the story of an older man who began mentoring young people in his community after his retirement. He spoke about the deep sense of satisfaction he found in guiding these young individuals, helping them make choices, offering wisdom from his own experiences, and seeing them succeed. It wasn't just about passing on skills. It was about making a lasting difference, about knowing that his life experiences were still relevant and valuable. For him, the act of giving back transformed his perception of his own worth and connected him to a larger purpose. The secret is to keep exploring. Don't allow the quietness or solitude of living alone to convince you that your journey has ended. It hasn't. Every new day holds the possibility of discovery, of learning something new, and of finding joy in even the smallest moments. You can still engage with the world in meaningful ways, whether through new activities, connections, or simply enjoying the beauty that each day offers. Living alone doesn't mean you have no purpose. In fact, it provides the freedom to define your days on your terms, to fill them with activities and connections that bring you joy, fulfillment, and a renewed sense of belonging. Your life, with all its accumulated wisdom and rich experiences, is still a gift to yourself and to others. There is still so much waiting for you to discover. So many opportunities to enrich your life and the lives of those around you. Number 7, avoid feeling like you have to do everything alone. One of the most common yet often unspoken challenges that older adults face when living alone is the belief that they have to handle everything by themselves. This can stem from a subtle, yet powerful, internal pressure to prove to themselves and others that they are still capable, still independent, and still in control of their lives. While this desire for self-sufficiency is entirely understandable and even admirable, it can also lead to an overwhelming sense of isolation and emotional exhaustion. The pressure to always manage everything on your own can take a significant toll on both your mental and physical health, often making daily life feel much harder than it needs to be. The reality is, you don't have to do everything alone. In fact, learning to ask for help and accept support from others can be one of the most empowering decisions you can make. And it's a step toward a richer, more fulfilling life. I've heard countless stories of people who initially hesitated to reach out, feeling like they were burdening others or somehow losing their independence. One woman, for example, shared how deeply reluctant she was to ask her adult children for assistance with tasks around the house. She worried that it would somehow undermine her self-sufficiency, that it would send the message that she wasn't able to manage on her own anymore. Over time, however, she came to understand that asking for help didn't diminish her independence. It enhanced it. It didn't mean she was incapable. Rather, it meant she was wise enough to recognize when she needed support. By reaching out, she found herself feeling more connected to her family, more supported, and far less stressed. Her children were more than willing to step in and help. And in doing so, they strengthened their relationship and gave her the space to enjoy life more fully. Instead of feeling burdened by tasks, she could focus on the things that brought her joy and peace. She realized that asking for help had actually made her life better, not worse. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights helpful, I'd love to hear from you. Please comment below to let me know you're with me and share your thoughts. It's important to remember that there is no shame in needing a helping hand. Whether it's something as simple as asking a neighbor to pick up groceries, inviting family over more often, or hiring someone to assist with housework, these small gestures of support don't take away from your independence. In fact, they allow you to conserve your energy and focus on what truly matters to you, rather than overextending yourself by trying to do everything alone. The tasks you might find difficult or overwhelming don't define your ability to live independently. What truly matters is the freedom to choose how you spend your time and energy. And sometimes, that means allowing others to help. We often forget that there is immense strength to be found in community. Whether it's a tight-knit group of close friends, family members, or even neighbors, you don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders by yourself. Reaching out for support isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of wisdom. It shows that you value yourself enough to acknowledge when you need assistance and that you understand the importance of preserving your well-being, both physically and emotionally. Living alone doesn't have to mean living without support. It's about knowing that, even if you are the only person in your household, you are far from alone in the world. There are people, family, friends, neighbors, and even professionals who care about you and want to be there for you. Don't hesitate to lean on them when needed. In doing so, you'll find that life becomes much lighter, more manageable, and, ultimately, more joyful. There is true power in knowing when to ask for help. And that power is a gift you deserve to give yourself. It's a way of ensuring that you can live your life more fully, with the support and connections that make all the difference in the world. Number 8, don't neglect your home environment. When you live alone, one of the greatest joys is the freedom to design and personalize your living space exactly how you want it. This autonomy allows you to create an environment that reflects your personality, style, and values. However, this freedom also comes with the potential for things to get out of hand. With no one else around to keep an eye on things, it's all too easy to let clutter build up or put off tasks that need attention, especially when there's no external pressure to maintain a perfect home. The problem is that over time, the state of your environment can begin to take a significant toll on your well-being. Your home, the place where you spend the majority of your time, can either be a nurturing sanctuary or a source of stress. It's easy to dismiss the impact of a disorganized home. But the truth is that clutter doesn't just affect your physical space. It can affect your emotional and mental state as well. I remember reading a post on a senior living forum where a woman shared her experience of dealing with loss. After her husband passed away, she found herself gradually losing interest in caring for her home. At first, it was just small things, leaving dishes out a bit longer than usual or letting laundry pile up, but soon, the clutter accumulated to the point where it became overwhelming. It wasn't until a close friend came to visit that she realized how much her environment had been weighing on her. The friend noticed the chaos and offered to help her clean and reorganize. As they worked together, the woman experienced a profound shift in her mood. She suddenly understood how much her cluttered surroundings had mirrored the inner turmoil she was feeling. The state of her home had been a physical manifestation of her grief and disarray. And by restoring some order to her space, she was able to restore some peace to her mind. This experience is not unique. The way we treat our homes directly impacts the way we feel. It's not about maintaining an immaculate, picture-perfect space, but about creating a living environment that feels comfortable, functional, and safe. You don't need to go on a massive cleaning binge all at once. Small, consistent actions can go a long way in transforming the energy of your home. For example, you can start by decluttering high-traffic areas like hallways and kitchen counters. Keep essential items, like your phone, keys, or glasses, in easily accessible spots so you don't waste time looking for them. Additionally, make sure your home is safe. Clear any tripping hazards and tackle unfinished projects that could create unnecessary stress. An organized home does more than just look nice. It has a direct impact on your emotional well-being. It creates a sense of order and calm that can help alleviate anxiety and stress. When your physical space is clear, your mind often follows suit. And the best part? You don't have to do it all in one go. Break it down into manageable tasks, perhaps focusing on one room, one project, or even one shelf each day. As you begin to make small changes and see the transformation, you'll likely notice a shift in your mindset as well. Your home should be a sanctuary, a place where you feel safe, relaxed, and at peace. By regularly maintaining a clean, organized environment, you are nurturing not only the physical space you live in, but also your emotional and mental well-being. Remember, a clutter-free home is more than just a tidy space. It's an investment in your overall health. A peaceful environment helps create a peaceful mind, and that sense of calm is something you absolutely deserve. Number 9, avoid losing track of time. Living alone, especially in retirement, can sometimes cause the days to blend into each other in a way that leaves you feeling disconnected or even aimless. It's easy to lose track of time when there's nothing to distinctly mark one day from another. You might find yourself waking up and wondering, is today Monday or perhaps Thursday? This subtle but growing lack of awareness about the passage of time can lead to a sense of disorientation. Over time, this confusion can become more than just a minor inconvenience. It can lead to feelings of loneliness, boredom, or even depression if left unaddressed. When time starts to slip away unnoticed, life can begin to feel meaningless, as though each day lacks purpose or direction. The good news, however, is that you don't have to let this happen. You can take control of your time and create a sense of structure that gives your days back their significance. Many individuals have shared their personal struggles with time management after retirement, and numerous stories show how others have successfully overcome this issue. One particular story that stands out to me is from a man who, after retiring, found himself sinking into a monotonous routine where days seemed to blend into one long stretch of unmarked time. He confessed that he started feeling like his days were losing all meaning and that he had begun to waste his time without purpose. However, he made a decision that transformed his life. He decided to put some structure back into his daily routine. Instead of letting each day pass aimlessly, he created specific activities to look forward to, like scheduling grocery shopping for the same day every week or going for a walk at the same time each morning. This simple step of introducing a few small, predictable tasks into his day helped him regain a sense of control and purpose. Creating a routine, even if it seems trivial at first, can be a powerful way to anchor yourself. It can give your days a natural rhythm, helping you feel more grounded. It's not about filling every moment with rigid schedules or activities, but about introducing structure that offers a sense of stability. Even the smallest commitments, like having a regular wake-up time, planning your meals, or dedicating time to your hobbies, can make a significant difference. When you create these anchors, you might be surprised at how empowering it feels to know that you have a plan for the day. Moreover, planning your week in advance and writing things down on a calendar can be incredibly effective in countering that feeling of aimlessness. It doesn't just eliminate the confusion of time slipping away. It also gives you something to look forward to each day, whether it's enjoying a favorite hobby, taking a call from a loved one, or simply knowing that today is the day you do your grocery shopping. These small markers can breathe new life into an otherwise unstructured day. In fact, just having something as simple as a scheduled social activity can drastically improve your mood and sense of connection to the world around you. Imagine the difference between a week filled with unscheduled, floating days and a week where you know that every day holds a few meaningful activities, whether it's a chat with a friend or a walk in the park. The feeling of losing track of time doesn't have to be a natural consequence of living alone or retiring. By actively creating a structure for your days, you can ensure that each day has a sense of purpose and direction. Time doesn't need to slip through your fingers. You have the power to mold it into something that serves you. With a little thought, planning, and effort, you can turn time into your ally, helping you maintain a fulfilling and connected life. Number 10, avoid holding on to things out of sentimentality. Sentimental items have a unique ability to provide immense comfort, often acting as tangible links to treasured memories, beloved individuals, and meaningful moments in our lives. They hold great emotional significance, offering solace and a sense of connection to our past. However, there's a point where these possessions, which once held deep value, can start to weigh us down, both physically and emotionally. When we hold on to too many things simply because of sentimental attachment, it can lead to an overwhelming clutter in our homes and hearts. Finding the balance between preserving memories and allowing our possessions to consume us is crucial, as it can hinder our ability to move forward and truly live in the present. I vividly recall a touching video I once watched that deeply resonated with me. In the video, an elderly woman shared her heartfelt journey of decluttering after the loss of her husband. Initially, she struggled immensely with the idea of parting with anything that had belonged to him: his clothes, his tools, and even the most mundane items like old receipts and papers. Each item carried a piece of him, and letting go of them felt like she was losing him all over again, as if by discarding his belongings. She was also erasing the memory of their shared life together. However, as time passed, she came to a profound realization. Keeping everything wasn't helping her heal. In fact, it was keeping her trapped in the past. The clutter in her home had become a constant, painful reminder of a time she could no longer relive, preventing her from moving forward and creating new memories. With support from her children, she took the brave step of sorting through the belongings, carefully deciding which items truly held deep emotional value and which ones could be let go. The process was undoubtedly emotional and challenging. Letting go of items that held so many memories was never easy. But as she began to release the excess, something remarkable happened. She described how her home gradually began to feel lighter, almost as if the weight of her grief and past sorrow was lifting. It wasn't about forgetting her husband or the life they shared. It was about creating space for new memories and experiences to take root. The emotional and physical weight that the clutter had imposed on her life started to dissipate. And in its place, there was room for peace, healing, and the possibility of a fresh start. This experience was a powerful reminder that it's okay to part with things that no longer serve us, even if they once carried immense sentimental value. Letting go doesn't mean you're losing the memories or the love attached to them. The essence of those moments lives on inside of you. And in some cases, keeping too many things can prevent you from fully embracing the present and all the new experiences life has to offer. You don't have to throw everything away. Rather, It's about curating the possessions that bring you the most comfort, joy, and meaning. For items that hold less significance, but you're not ready to part with completely, consider taking photographs of them as a way to preserve their memory without holding onto the physical objects themselves. You might also consider passing them on to loved ones or donating them to others who could benefit from them. Decluttering in this manner isn't about erasing your past. It's about making room for your future. It's about lightening your emotional and physical load, creating space for new experiences, and transforming your home into a place of peace and tranquility. By releasing what no longer serves you, you're not losing the memories of the past. Instead, you're freeing yourself to fully embrace the present and prepare for the beautiful possibilities that lie ahead. Your life is an ever-evolving story, and letting go of things that tether you to the past is a way to make space for new chapters to unfold in ways you may never have imagined. By simplifying your surroundings and emotional attachments, you can cultivate a life that is more in tune with the person you are becoming, rather than remaining rooted in what once was. Number 11. Avoid skipping emergency preparedness. One of the most critical mistakes many people, particularly older adults living alone, make is underestimating the importance of being prepared for emergencies. Whether it's a sudden power outage, a medical crisis, or a natural disaster, having a well-thought-out emergency plan in place is absolutely essential. When you live alone, there's no one around to help you navigate these challenging situations. And this lack of preparation can quickly turn an already stressful situation into something much worse. The harsh reality is that when emergencies strike, being unprepared can leave you feeling vulnerable, scared, and isolated. It's a distressing experience that no one should ever have to endure. I recall reading the story of a man who experienced a severe snowstorm that unexpectedly hit his area. The storm arrived with full force, and before he could even react, the power went out, leaving him stranded in his own home for days. Though he had enough food to last for some time, he had neglected to charge his phone, nor had he prepared any backup lighting. During those dark and cold days, he found himself completely cut off from the outside world. He couldn't reach anyone for help, and the sense of helplessness was overwhelming. The loneliness and isolation he felt stayed with him long after the storm passed. This experience was a painful wake-up call, prompting him to take action. He made sure to invest in a portable phone charger, a well-stocked emergency kit, and battery-operated lights to ensure that he would never again find himself in such a vulnerable position. Being prepared for emergencies is a form of self-care. It's about taking the time to ensure your safety and well-being when the unexpected happens. No one can predict when a crisis might strike, but everyone can take proactive steps to reduce the risks and be ready to face them with confidence. Start by creating a list of emergency contacts and keep it somewhere easily accessible, like on the fridge or in a drawer that you can quickly access. Your emergency kit should include essentials such as non-perishable food, bottled water, medications, flashlights, and a first aid kit. It's a good idea to regularly check and update this kit, ensuring nothing has expired and that everything is in working order. Additionally, it's vital to keep your phone charged at all times and invest in a backup power bank. In moments of crisis, staying connected with loved ones or emergency services can literally be a lifeline. Many emergencies, especially medical ones, require immediate communication, and being unreachable can make all the difference. For those living in areas that are prone to extreme weather conditions or natural disasters, it's even more important to be prepared. Keep your home stocked with additional essentials like blankets, warm clothing, and batteries. Also, familiarize yourself with local evacuation procedures and know where safe shelters are in your community where you can go in case of an emergency. It's important to understand that preparing for emergencies isn't about living in fear. Rather, it's about taking control of your situation and giving yourself peace of mind. When you're ready for the unexpected, you can face it with calm and confidence, instead of panic and uncertainty. The truth is, living alone often requires taking extra precautions to ensure your safety. And while this might seem like an added burden at times, these steps are absolutely worth the effort. Preparedness isn't just about survival. It's about safeguarding your independence, protecting your health, and maintaining your overall well-being. It's a powerful form of self-reliance. Don't wait for a crisis to occur before you realize how essential it is to be ready. By taking action now, you can ensure that you're prepared for whatever comes your way. In the end, you'll be glad you took the time to invest in your safety, your peace of mind, your ability to stay calm during crises, and your confidence in facing life's uncertainties will be the greatest rewards of all. Number 12, avoid financial disorganization. As we age, managing our finances becomes increasingly important. With the passage of time, staying on top of our money is no longer just a task, but a necessity for ensuring our financial security and peace of mind. However, in the hustle and bustle of life, it's all too easy for financial matters to slip through the cracks, whether it's the growing pile of paperwork, missed bills, or accounts that become harder to track as we juggle different responsibilities. This problem can escalate even more when fewer people are around to hold us accountable or remind us of important financial tasks. Financial disorganization tends to creep up unnoticed. Initially, it may seem harmless, but before long, it can snowball into a bigger issue, leaving you feeling overwhelmed and uncertain. The good news is that with small, deliberate steps, you can regain control of your finances and ease the stress that comes with disorganization. By putting simple systems in place, you can ensure that your financial future remains secure and that your current financial situation is manageable. I came across a story about a woman who, like many of us, didn't fully realize the toll that financial disorganization was taking on her until it was too late. She hadn't checked her bank statements in months, and when she finally sat down to review them, she was shocked to find that she had been paying for subscriptions and services she no longer used. Not only was she paying for things she didn't need, but the realization also left her feeling frustrated, anxious, and out of control. It wasn't until she reached out to a trusted family member for help that she was able to sort through the financial chaos. With their assistance, she was able to put a clear system in place to monitor her spending and track her bills. Though the experience was stressful, it ultimately became a turning point that empowered her to regain control over her finances. Creating an organized approach to managing your money doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. A few simple steps can go a long way in helping you stay on top of your financial obligations. For instance, setting up automatic payments for recurring bills like utilities, rent, or your mortgage can help ensure that essential payments are made on time without you having to worry about them. It's also important to make reviewing your bank statements a regular habit. Set aside time each month to go over your accounts to identify any unauthorized charges or services you no longer need. This proactive approach allows you to catch problems early, preventing them from escalating into larger issues. In addition to monitoring your spending, keeping your financial documents organized is crucial. Whether it's bank statements, insurance policies, or your will, having all your important documents stored in one easily accessible place will save you time and effort when you need them. It also helps avoid the frustration of searching through piles of paperwork when you need to find a specific document. If you're still watching this video and find these tips useful, I would love to hear from you. Just type 3 in the comments below to let me know you're still with me. And remember, It's completely okay to ask for help if managing your finances feels overwhelming. Reach out to someone you trust, whether it's a family member, a friend, or even a financial advisor who can offer guidance. Seeking assistance is not a sign of weakness, but rather a proactive step to protect your financial health and alleviate unnecessary stress. By staying organized and on top of your finances, you're not just managing your money, you're investing in your future peace of mind. Financial organization can bring a sense of freedom and control, allowing you to focus on the things that truly matter in life. It's about avoiding the stress of forgotten bills or accounts you no longer need, so you can live your life with confidence and security. Taking control of your finances now, even with small steps, will save you from the headaches of disorganization in the future, giving you the space to enjoy the things you value most. Part 2. Essential safety tips for aging in place. Number 1. Conduct a comprehensive home safety assessment. The first and most essential step in creating a safer living environment is to conduct a detailed and thorough home safety assessment. This process involves carefully walking through each room in your home to identify potential hazards that could put you at risk, particularly as you age. Think of it as an investment in both your future comfort and your overall well-being. By taking the time to ensure that your home is a safe place, you are laying the foundation for a life that is more independent and worry-free. Start by focusing on high-traffic areas, such as hallways, staircases, and the kitchen, as these tend to be places where accidents are most likely to occur. Examine the flooring in these spaces, loose rugs, clutter, and even small objects left on the floor can all create tripping hazards. While these obstacles might seem insignificant in the moment, removing them can make a huge difference in preventing potentially serious falls. Lighting is another often overlooked factor that plays a vital role in home safety. Poorly lit areas can quickly become dangerous, especially in the evening or at night when your visibility is limited. Consider installing motion-activated night lights in hallways or brighter bulbs in stairways and entryways to improve visibility. Even simple changes like ensuring there is adequate lighting in closets, bathrooms, and around steps can make navigating your home much easier and safer. It's also important to remember that home safety is not a one-time task. As we grow older, our needs and abilities change. What might not be an issue today could become a concern in the future. So it's crucial to reassess your home regularly. By staying proactive, you ensure that any new hazards or challenges are addressed before they become a problem. Taking these small yet significant steps can provide peace of mind, knowing that your home is designed to protect and support you throughout your life. Number 2, install grab bars and handrails. As we age, one of the most serious risks we face is falling, and the statistics are concerning. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, reports that falls are the leading cause of injury among older adults, which makes preventing falls a priority in any home. Fortunately, there are several effective steps you can take to dramatically reduce the risk of falling. And installing grab bars and handrails is one of the most beneficial measures you can implement. In areas like the bathroom, where falls are especially common due to wet and slippery surfaces, installing grab bars is a crucial safety improvement. Positioning grab bars near the toilet, inside the shower or tub, and around the bathroom sink can provide essential support as you navigate these potentially hazardous spaces. These simple additions can make a significant difference, giving you the confidence to move around safely and with more stability. Not only do they reduce the risk of slipping, but they also help you maintain your independence by enabling you to perform daily tasks with greater ease. Likewise, adding handrails to stairways can be an important preventative measure. Even if you feel confident in your balance now, having handrails on both sides of stairs can provide extra support if your stability ever falters. They act as a safety net, ensuring you have something to hold on to if you begin to lose your footing. This is especially important if you experience a sudden shift in health, such as a change in mobility or vision. Beyond just functionality, grab bars and handrails are vital investments in your long-term well-being. They make your home a safer, more supportive space, empowering you to move freely and confidently throughout your living environment. These simple, low-cost installations can significantly reduce the likelihood of falls, offering peace of mind and allowing you to remain independent for as long as possible. By making these small adjustments, you are not only improving your safety, but also enhancing your overall quality of life as you age in place. Number 3, optimize the bathroom for safety. The bathroom is often considered one of the most dangerous rooms in a home, particularly as we age. Its combination of slippery surfaces, tight spaces, and the need for quick movements can easily lead to falls and other accidents. A simple misstep on a wet floor or a sudden shift of weight can quickly result in serious injury. However, with some thoughtful changes, you can turn your bathroom into a safer and more comfortable space that helps you maintain your independence and well-being. Start by addressing the issue of slippery surfaces. Installing non-slip mats both inside the shower and on the bathroom floor is one of the easiest and most effective steps you can take. These mats help to provide additional traction, reducing the likelihood of slipping on wet surfaces. They're inexpensive but incredibly effective at preventing falls, which can be especially dangerous in such a high-risk area. Another quick solution is to apply slip-resistant adhesive strips to the floors of your shower or bathtub, which also provide extra grip without the need for a complete renovation. For added security and comfort, consider installing a shower chair. This small adjustment offers a stable, secure place to sit while bathing, eliminating the need to stand for extended periods in a slippery and often precarious environment. A shower chair can significantly reduce the strain on your legs and improve your overall bathing experience. Additionally, a handheld shower head can be a game changer. This allows you to easily control the water flow and direction, even while seated, providing you with a greater sense of control and flexibility. Another simple yet impactful modification is adding a raised toilet seat. Over time, bending down to sit on or stand up from a standard toilet can become uncomfortable or even painful. A raised seat alleviates this problem by reducing the amount of bending required, making it easier to sit and stand without straining your knees or back. This small change can have a big effect on your overall bathroom safety and comfort. These safety adjustments aren't just about preventing accidents. They're about empowering you to retain your independence and confidence in your own home. By optimizing your bathroom, you're ensuring that it remains a safe and functional space where you can go about your daily routines with ease and peace of mind. Whether it's through the installation of non-slip mats, the use of supportive seating options, or making simple adjustments for better accessibility, each modification works together to create a bathroom that is not only safer, but also a sanctuary where you can feel secure and in control. Number 4, simplify the kitchen. The kitchen is often referred to as the heart of the home, where meals are prepared and shared, and memories are made. However, it can also be one of the most hazardous areas, especially as we get older. With its sharp objects, hot surfaces, and the need for precision and movement, the kitchen can become a place where injuries are more likely to occur. Fortunately, simplifying your kitchen can make a world of difference in reducing these risks, all while preserving the joy and independence that comes with cooking. One of the first steps in simplifying your kitchen is to make sure that your most frequently used items are within easy reach. Avoid the temptation to store essential tools or ingredients in high cabinets or shelves that require stretching, climbing, or using a step ladder to access. These actions can be risky, as they involve unnecessary physical strain that could lead to falls or other accidents. Instead, consider rearranging your kitchen so that everyday items such as utensils, spices, and cooking tools are placed on lower shelves or in pull-out drawers. This simple organization strategy can help reduce the risk of overreaching or losing balance, providing you with safer access to what you need while cooking. When it comes to the act of cooking itself, using long-handled utensils is a simple but effective way to keep yourself at a safer distance from hot surfaces. Boiling liquids and open flames, long-handled spoons, spatulas, and tongs allow you to stir, flip, and serve food with greater control and less risk of burns or splatters. Similarly, using oven mitts or pot holders when handling hot pans or trays is essential in protecting your hands from burns. It's always a good idea to keep these items within arm's reach to ensure that you can grab them quickly and without hesitation. In addition to using the right tools, consider simplifying your cooking methods. A microwave, for example, is generally safer than using the stove for heating or reheating food. It poses fewer risks of burns, fires, or boiling liquids, and it's much easier to operate. For those who love cooking on the stove, investing in an induction cooktop can be another safety measure, as it reduces the risk of burns by keeping the cooktop itself cool to the touch. Even when the heat is on, no matter how careful you are in the kitchen, accidents can still happen. That's why it's essential to have a fire extinguisher easily accessible and know how to use it. Kitchen fires can start in an instant, whether from an unattended stove or a grease spill. And being prepared to act quickly can prevent a small incident from turning into a disaster. Having a fire extinguisher on hand offers an added layer of security, ensuring that you are ready for any emergency that may arise. Incorporating these changes into your kitchen will not only improve safety, but also enhance the overall experience of cooking. A more organized, streamlined space makes meal preparation smoother, and with less physical strain and fewer risks, you can continue to enjoy cooking and sharing meals with loved ones. A kitchen that is both functional and safe allows you to maintain your independence and enjoy the pleasures of cooking with confidence and peace of mind. Number 5, utilizes technology for safety. In today's digital age, technology has become a powerful tool for enhancing safety, especially for older adults who wish to age in place. The advancements available now offer peace of mind and an added layer of protection, allowing you to maintain your independence while ensuring help is always within reach. One of the most effective tools is a personal emergency response system, PERS. These devices, which can be worn as necklaces or bracelets, allow you to call for help with a simple push of a button, whether you've fallen or are experiencing a medical emergency. Help can be summoned instantly, providing a sense of security and reducing the fear of being alone in a crisis. Smart home technology also plays a vital role in increasing safety. Motion sensor lights are a great addition, automatically lighting up dark areas like hallways, bathrooms, or entryways as soon as someone approaches. This not only helps prevent tripping or falling, but also adds an extra layer of protection, especially at night. Another great tool is smart speakers, which can be programmed to connect directly to emergency services with a voice command, ensuring that help is only a word away. For those managing multiple medications, medication management apps can be incredibly helpful. These apps send reminders and help track dosage times, ensuring that you never miss or mismanage your medications. Proper medication adherence is crucial for staying healthy, and technology can make this routine safer and easier to maintain. By embracing these digital solutions, you can create a safer, more secure living environment without sacrificing your independence. With technology on your side, you're not only ensuring your safety, but also empowering yourself to live with confidence and peace of mind in your own home. Number 6, stay connected with family and friends. Maintaining strong social connections is essential for both emotional well-being and safety, especially as we age. Staying connected with family and friends can provide much-needed emotional support while also acting as a safeguard to ensure that everything is going well at home. Regular communication with loved ones is not just comforting, it can also be a lifeline. Establishing a routine for check-ins is a great way to stay connected, whether it's through daily or weekly phone calls, video chats, or in-person visits. These interactions provide a chance for loved ones to know how you're doing and for you to stay engaged with those who matter most. If mobility or distance is an issue, technology can be a wonderful tool, enabling video chats that bridge any physical gaps. Encouraging family members to set reminders for important tasks, such as doctor's appointments or medication refills, can add another layer of security. Even though these are everyday responsibilities, having someone else on hand to ensure they're not overlooked can reduce stress and give you peace of mind. Beyond family and friends, it's also important to connect with the wider community. Joining local community groups or participating in social activities can provide a supportive network and combat feelings of isolation. Whether it's a hobby group, a book club, or a volunteer organization, these connections help you remain socially active while also opening up new avenues of friendship and support. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. Staying socially connected is not just about preventing loneliness, it's about thriving. By nurturing these relationships, you not only enhance your emotional well-being, but also create a safety net that ensures you're never truly alone, no matter where you live. Number 7, plan for emergencies. When it comes to safety, preparedness is everything. Emergencies can happen without warning, and having a clear, well-thought-out plan can make all the difference in how well you handle these unexpected situations. Whether it's a power outage, a medical crisis, or a natural disaster, knowing exactly what to do will give you peace of mind and keep you safe. Start by creating a comprehensive emergency plan. This plan should include important contact information such as family members, neighbors, and local emergency services. Also, ensure that all of your medical records and a list of medications are easily accessible. Make sure that family members are familiar with this plan so they can assist you quickly and efficiently if a crisis arises. Having a designated place for essential emergency items can also make a huge difference. Keep a flashlight, a first aid kit, necessary medications, bottled water, and emergency snacks in an easily accessible location. These small preparations can provide comfort and safety during power outages or other unexpected events. It's also a good idea to practice your emergency plan with family members or caregivers. This helps ensure that everyone knows what to do, and it can reveal any potential gaps in your preparedness that need to be addressed. By doing so, you can be confident that when an emergency strikes, you and your loved ones will be ready to act calmly and effectively. Taking the time to plan ahead isn't just about reducing risks, it's about empowering yourself. Being prepared for emergencies means you can face life's challenges with confidence, knowing that you've done everything in your power to stay safe and secure. We've covered a lot of essential safety tips for creating a more secure and comfortable living environment as you age in place. From home safety assessments to utilizing technology and staying connected with loved ones, these steps can make all the difference in ensuring both your physical safety and emotional well-being. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What have you learned so far? Comment below and share one thing you're going to put into practice in your own life. Your insights could help inspire someone else. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more helpful content. Stay safe, and thank you for watching.